like to personally give thanks and show our appreciation to each and every one of you that made this momentous day possible. To all the families from the beginning of the church 90 years ago to the ones supporting us today, we can never thank you enough for the many hardships you have had to endure, for the continued support, for the many happy times we shared, and of course, the many prayers from all of you. For all of these things, the Konko Church of Portland is extremely and wholeheartedly grateful. To the past head ministers, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your years of Hoyo, leadership, and also your extreme generosity, and also prayers to follow Kami's direction through the many trials we have faced together. The wonderful day can only happen with the hard work from all of you. For those people who are not able to attend in person due to the current conditions, we also thank you for attending virtually from afar. I hope and pray we can all be together soon in person.
Head Minister Address, Reverend Andrew Uzunoye.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining today to celebrate with us 90 years of the Konko Church of Portland, serving our community in our Ikigami Konko Daijin Autumn Grand Ceremony. We are not here today because we put a few things together and sent out some invitations, Rather, we are here because of the hard work, virtue, and prayers of all those who have come before us, who have laid a foundation for this church, for all we have today. You see, our success is never just our own doing. It's a culmination of all the people who have surrounded us our whole lives. This church is no different. Without the support of the Konko community, the extraordinary efforts by ministers and members who have passed on, we would not be here today. We would not be able to say thank you. To all those past and present, thank you for all of those efforts. Thank you for never giving up. Thank you for continuing to support and the guidance which we are still receiving to this day. Efforts such as Reverend Hideyama, who came to this unknown country and in this city to establish the church upon request. Returning from internment after World War II, having lost his mother and wife who passed away in the camps. To find all the property and the accounts had been confiscated, never to be returned. To find that many of the members did not return at all. Left with almost nothing, being 69 years old. How easy would it have been to call it quits? Yet, he did not, for there was no quit within him. Nor would he ever give up on his goal. Therefore, he started over again and rebuilt everything. Efforts such as our founding families, who when Reverend Hideyama passed away without a successor, were determined not to let the church close, and did the church duty themselves, writing many letters requesting another minister. Efforts such as Reverend Michihiro Yuasa, who traveled many hours every month, long before the freeways existed, to Portland to hold a service for the members here. Efforts such as the second head minister, Reverend Nobuharu Uzunoi, who at a youthful age was asked to take over a church in a foreign country. Yet through many hardships, he expanded the church, recognized the need to change to more American ways, and develop a national youth program to plant the seeds for the future. Efforts as the third head minister, Reverend Michie Uzunoi, under her leadership, used her special talents of understanding both cultures to smooth the transition between a Japanese church to a Portland community church able to help all people without losing our roots. Efforts such as the Konko-sama's daily prayer for each of us and the virtue flowing forth from Hombu to us. Efforts of the other churches of North America and their ministers who supported us throughout the years. To all of you, members of this community, who support and honor our church by attending this service today. And the many members and ancestral spirits from far and abroad who continue to pray for our church, like the Hachiya family who stuck in Japan due to the sudden onset of World War II, spread the faith there through Reverend Hideyama's influence, and whose children still write and praise for our church today. Churches such as Reverend Hideyama's parent church, the Konko Church of Fukuoka, Reverend Uzunoi's parent church, the Konko Church of Tsuruminato, who include us in their daily prayers to this day. The Osaki Kyokai, whose head minister shall give the sermon today, and trained us when we lived in Japan. Without all those mentioned above, there is no us. We, this church, is like the trees in the forest. We do not stand alone. There is a vast network of prayers and support, even from in places we never knew about, that continues to support the virtue of this church. Virtue, what we call all the effort, sweat, blood, and tears of all those who have come before us, and has been passed down to us, enabling us to hold this service. And this is why we are here today, alive and able to say thank you, applaud and recognize everyone's efforts. But just to say thank you is not enough. We must show our gratitude by making sure it does not stop here with us. We are but a link in the chain that is this community and the Portland Church. As the head minister, I will do my best to preserve and grow the virtue of this church. We shall strive to serve our members and our community to become stronger, to create a better future, for this is the one way we can truly show our gratitude to them, passing down the teachings, lessons learned, and faith to the future generations to come, so that this faith and church may continue to help the people of this world Thank you for sharing in this earth today, and may we all work together to build that future. Arigatou.
Solemn greeting. Mediation prayer, page 2.
Let us seek the sacred mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin sincerely and wholeheartedly, each and every day. May we receive the mediation anew with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama.
Offering of foods.
Oh
In praise of Konko Daijin prayer, page 8.
Ikigami Konko Daijin sama.
Ikigami Konko Daijin sama. Reverently we invoke your name. You, our founder, practiced a true and diligent faith. You devoted yourself to Kami and were given blessings divine. Then the world opened before you, revealing the truth that Kami needs us as we need Kami. You accepted Kami's wish to give your life to mediation. Thus, the way mediation, Ikigami Konko Daijin was born. Countless numbers were saved, and people's burdens were lifted, and Kami too was fulfilled. The divine will was thus revealed. Kami thanked and praised you, Konko Daijin. Years passed and the world changed. Hardships came one after another, but you were steadfast in your faith and followed question without question. And it was revealed the name of Tenchi Kanano Kami. And Tenchi Kanano Kami said, I send Ikigami Konko Daijin to bestow divine blessings and teach those who pray that Kami needs humanity as humanity needs Kami. With this great truth, Kami will flourish and prosperity be assured from generation to generation. You, our founder, served in mediation day and night, urging those who sought you to practice faith, receive blessings, and become one with Kami. You devoted yourself to fulfilling Kami's wish that everyone be saved and become a Kami. Kami raised you, Konko Daijin, for saving Kami and humanity. You completed the 100 days devotion and left this physical world on the day Kami said would be Konko Daijin Day. Humbly we give thanks to you for the way of mediation that has been handed down from generation to generation. To your disciples and theirs in turn, the way has spread far and wide. We are given wondrous blessings and filled with endless divine favor. We reflect on your life with love and reverently praise your great virtue.
'90th anniversary and ceremony main prayer. Let us pray.
Through our founder, Ikigami Konko Daijin, we pray the great divine spirit, Tenchi Kanano Kami. As the autumn leaves splash brilliant colors across our green landscape, and the gift of rain returns to nourish the Pacific Northwest, we're able to enjoy the beauty that is autumn. This enables us to see that from the energy of heaven and the nurturing of earth, with your boundless blessings, you have bestowed us this wonderful harvest. We are perpetuating in this cycle of life once again. For these blessings, we are eternally grateful. And so humbly stand before you on this joyful festival day of October 3rd, 2021. I, Andrew, head minister of the Konko Church of Portland, on behalf of all the attendees here and the people who are praying from afar virtually through this worship hall, have gathered here today to hold our Ikigami Konko Daijin Autumn Grand Ceremony to express our gratitude for the everlasting sacred mediation and virtue passed to us, and to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Konko Church of Portland. Now, please allow us to unite our hearts in prayer of gratitude. This year marks the 138th year since the passing of Konko Daijin, when he left this physical world, leaving behind his legacy and your teachings to guide us moving forward. Being a Mitama spirit now, Konko Daijin is able to travel to all the sacred mediation seats around the world to speak through our mediators to bring Kami's divine message to those in need. As he stated, I will go where I am requested and save the people. Dear Ikigami Konko Daijin, we would like to express our deepest appreciation and reverence to you, the founder of our faith, for your efforts, sacrifices, and dedication to the sacred mediation between Kami and people that has led to the revealing of Tenchi Kami no Kami's true divine nature and showed us the path to living a fulfilling, sustainable, and harmonious life. As you taught us, by being conscious of our own hearts, by changing ourselves through daily faith practice to reflect on the heart of Kami, we can receive Kami's protection and blessing, as well as Kami's divine arrangements and instructions for every part of our daily lives. Through our successive Konko Sama's prayers at Hombu Hiromai, from early in the morning into the evening, every day without missing a single day, since you received the divine call on November 15th, 1859, we are able to have Kami's blessings with us today. With the daily prayers of our spiritual leader, the 6th Konko Sama, and through the churches and ministers here in North America, the mediation work you started still continues 162 years later. Ikigami Konko Daijin's endless virtue continues on through each Konko Hiromai, each minister and believer throughout the world today, so that we may perform Kami's tasks for each of us. For these workings, we express our deepest appreciation and strive to show our thanks through our actions and goyo. We offer today these symbolic offerings to show our sincerity and gratitude, the Tamgusha offering and the various gifts from our Willamette Valley, the sacred Mount Hood, the Columbia River, and the Oregon coast, along with traditional Kibi music and the sacred dance we present here today. Thank you, Konko Daijin, for a life of piety and virtue, and for showing us the way. Dear Tenchi Kane no Kami, today we celebrate the 90th year of establishment of the Konko Church of Portland, and 111 years since the beginning of propagation in this community. Established on April 1st, 1931, the church has been cared for and its virtue cultivated through almost 40 years of labor and prayer by the founding head minister, the revered Reverend Bunjiro Hirayama, transitioning with Reverend Isao Koto and Reverend Michihiro Yuasa's support. Then 30 years through his successor, the second head minister, Reverend Nobuharu Uzunoe. And 10 years through his successor, the third head minister, Reverend Michie Uzunoe. The strength and virtue of this foundation, accrued over the first 80 years, has gifted so many blessings, radiates such peace and tranquility from our altar, and now has been handed down to us. And loving this Hiromai to receive so many blessings over the past 10 years that I have been honored to succeed, now marking the 90th anniversary of the Konko Church of Portland. Dear Kami-sama, we give our heartfelt gratitude to you for allowing this Portland church to continue to serve our members, community, and those seeking help from afar online, receiving your divine blessings as we fulfill our divine duty to help the people in need and lead them to you. It is through this support and passion of the founding families, the pillars of our church, and all the past head ministers and members who have guided and prayed through this Hiromai, that many people over the years have been able to receive blessings from suffering and troubles by being spiritually awakened and realizing your teachings at this mediation seat. And for this, we are eternally grateful. For this reason, we have preserved their faith stories and blessings in our 90th anniversary book titled Receive Blessings People Can See. Thank you for all the divine arrangements that have allowed us to publish this commemorative book. Now we'd like to recognize and give a heartfelt thank you to Reverend Bunjiro Hirayama, the founder of this church, Reverend Komatsu Hirayama, Mrs. Iso Hirayama, Mrs. Suzuko Hirayama, for their efforts and sacrifices and hardships they endured to ensure that your blessings continue here at the Portland Church. To the founding families, the pillars of our church, the Moriyasu family, the Inoue family, the Akagi family, and the Hamada family. The Konko Church continues to exist and grow here in Portland and beyond because of them, and also the many families of our church who came before us. We humbly ask you to please allow their foundation of divine virtue to continue to guide us for many more years to come, and pray for their eternal peace and happiness as we strive to pass down these gifts given to us. Dear Tenchi Kane no Kami, yet, even while receiving such blessings through our arrogance and complacency, we often feel we have achieved these things through our own efforts and strength. For these and any other irreverences we have committed, knowingly or unknowingly, for our lack of appreciation, our ignorance, and complacency that grows in our hearts, we humbly and sincerely apologize and pray to open our spiritual eyes and reform our ways. Dear Kami-sama, please help us to build a foundation of self-worth based upon you through our daily faith practice, so we can face our fears, walk forward into challenges with unwavering trust and hope, knowing that we are in your safe care and that we will come through stronger and better people. Please grant us the courage to change ourselves, our community, and be one step closer to changing the world back to a Kami-centered world. Please allow all of us to fully embrace these opportunities which come before us to develop our faith with a heart of gratitude, learning and changing in the times of hardship, rejoicing in the times of triumph, always humble before you. Dear great divine parent, today we humbly pray wholeheartedly that you guide and allow this Portland Church to continue bestowing blessings of prosperity and happiness for our members and their families from generation to generation, and to our community as we help those in need. Please guide the church ministers, the elders, the Shintokai board members, the Sunday school leaders, to lead our church through the continuing activities and to teach effectively, to become more useful to you in helping the people. For the KSNA leadership to help support the churches in sharing this wonderful faith here in North America, as we embrace the virtue of our founder, Ikigami Konko Daijin's Toritsugi mediation, and realize its life-changing benefits. Please allow our leadership to guide us into the future, adapting teachings and theology to this new age of technology and virtual life to the next generation, and therefore being able to better fulfill Kami's greatest wish, to help the people suffering in this world, wherever they may be. Lastly, through the virtue of this grand ceremony today, please bless all those who are attending this service, as well as those who could not attend but are praying from afar virtually with us and are here in heart and spirit. We ask for the safety of all people, protect them from any misfortunes as they return to continue their toil. Once again, from the bottom of our hearts, we deeply thank all those past and present, ministers, church pillars, the Shintokai, lay members, family members, and the Konko community whose sacrifices and hardship and work has built and brought the prosperity of this Hiromai for the past 90 years. We will endeavor to strengthen this foundation, to continue to build upon that virtue as we look to the future to help the people as we strive toward our 100th year in service to come. Great Divine Spirit, on this grand celebratory day, we sincerely pray. Thank you.
symbolic Tamagotchi offering of true hearts. Recitation of Jinchikaku on page 6.
Ikigami Konko Daijin Tenji Gamen no Kami Shin ni Negae Okage wa waga kokoro ni ari Kongetsu konnichi de kanomei. Pray sincerely with all your heart. Be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within. Hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. With you, Kami, always, now and forever, on this very day, pray.
Symbolic offering by representatives. Second head minister, the Reverend Nobuharu Uzunoi. ACNA Chief Administrative Minister, Reverend Amy Uzunoi Ching. Young adults, Miss Madeline Uzunoi Ching. Youth, Mr. Genji Zanoi. The churches and believers representative, Mr. Dan Jackson. Everyone please join with Mr. Jackson. Adoration Prayer, page 7.
We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above.
We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward earth rich and deep, living amidst us gifts of Kami's great giving. How happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the Divine Parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous, beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise for the virtues of Kami. We honor the power of Kami.
Sacred Dance, Miss Sapphira Jackson. Solemn acknowledgement. Recessional.
Everyone, thank you so much for coming. From now, we'll have the sermon presented by the head minister of the Konko Church of Osaki, Reverend Moto Tanaka, the one who trained us while we lived in Japan. Sensei, yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Good morning, everyone. I am Amy Uzuno-Chin, the Chief Administrative Minister of the Konko Churches of North America. Today, I am here on behalf of the KCNA to give our congratulatory address to the Konko Church of Portland. Thus, on behalf of the Konko Churches of North America, it is my utmost pleasure to extend our congratulations to all the believers of the Konko Church of Portland and to Reverends Andrew and Lisa Uzunoe for their family, and also to their parent ministers, Reverend Nobuharu Uzunoe and Reverend Michi Uzunoe, on celebrating their 90th anniversary here today. It is an honor and privilege to be able to celebrate this historic and joyful occasion with all of you. Anniversaries are not to only look back as a milestone event, but a moment to recognize all the accumulated goyo, work, all the hardships and challenges and triumphs that have been overcome the past 90 years. From the people who have dedicated their lives to ensure that this sacred mediation at this Portland church continues to have a place that helps save people. Also, it is to remember, recognize, and appreciate those who made today possible, from those countless people's heart of support, prayers, dedication, passion to help others, the wish to be saved by Kami, and the heart and desire to help Kami save others through this Portland Church's mediation seed. With a foundation in the virtue of this church, the seed that was first planted 90 years ago has been enriched by the divine virtues of the following core pillars of this church: Reverends Bunjiro and Komatsu Hirayama, Reverend Iso Hirayama, Mrs. Suzuko Hirayama, the Moriyasu family, Inoue family, Akagi family, and the Hamada family. On this special day, on behalf of the Konko Churches of North America, please allow me to give our deepest appreciation to Reverends Andrew and Lisa Uzunoe and their family for all of their unselfish goyo, not only for the Portland Church and its believers, but also for the entire community of the city of Portland. Also, did you know that this year not only marks the 90th milestone of this church, but also another milestone was met this year. On May 2001, both Reverends Andrew and Lisa graduated from Gakuin, the Konko ministry school in Japan. It has been already 20 years since both Reverends Andrew and Lisa Uzune became an ordained minister. Omedetou gozaimasu. First of all, congratulations. And thank you for all the goyo that you do and all the goyo that you have done. With that said, I would like to humbly ask the both of you to not end this day with just congratulations, because it's easy to just say congratulations on the 90th for that one day. But in order to truly show appreciation for this joyous day, please do not forget the reason why both of you, why you are here today celebrating the 90 years, and how you will carry on the virtue of this Portland church to continue to blossom. We look forward to watching how the church will grow and go forward from today and into the future. Church anniversaries are meant to be a day of celebration, but it also is an opportunity to reflect, refresh, and renew our commitment in our faith for the future prosperity of the church. To say thank you on this day is the first step. What we do the next day after the service is as equally important. We must continue to maintain the same heart and practice saying thank you daily as if it was our anniversary every day. Actualize it and apply it to everything like our founder did in his daily life. Reverend Heiki Konko, our fifth Konko-sama, said, "Orei no kokoro suru koto, orei no kokoro suru koto, subete ni rei wo yu kokoro, subete ni rei wo yu kokoro." To have a heart of appreciation, to give appreciation to everything in your daily life. The Portland Church mediation is connected to the virtue of our founder, the sacred mediation seat at the sacred grounds at headquarters in Japan. Thus, from this day on, let us look forward to taking the opportunity to reflect and realize the faith lessons we have learned from the past, incorporate it into our daily lives, and truly be able to save others so that this church can grow, add and build virtue to the existing foundation, and work together with Kami to guide us to a path that we can truly be able to continue to hand down the Konko faith through this Portland Church's sacred mediation seat. We look forward to seeing the growth and development of the Portland Church in the next 10 years as you and your congregation place footsteps toward your 100th year anniversary. I join in the chorus of voices wishing the Portland Church a magnificent day as we mark this joyous occasion. May our divine parent of the universe, Tenchi Kana no Kami, continue to bestow divine virtue to each and every one of you so that the sacred mediation at the Konko Church of Portland continues to save many more people and help them realize Kami's love to deepen the relationship so that we can all truly be able to smile from within each and every day of our lives. Again, congratulations. Omedetou gozaimasu.